On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Got it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Okay,
so in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yellow.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here we go, here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson 67 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get...
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That throw into the arms of Allen, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown Bengals. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. David Ajabo running in to take him down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 83 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go now.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to
Here we
him.
go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
Ready.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Now they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive. He
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Right. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
On the set.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
52 blaster.
They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we
Gotta
go.
figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Here we go. Set.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it was first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Keep that bomber. Keep that bomber. Hey, over.
Lawrence.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Let's go now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pollard, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Shot, 17.
Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ready.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 13. Caught by Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Drill green. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.